Good Monday morning to you. It is April 13th. Hope your day is getting off to a great start. As we look outside, it actually looks like it's about to storm today. I think it's going to look like it's about to storm all day today for your Monday, but I don't think it will unless any strong storms are able to bust through this cap that we have over the area right now. Should keep everything quiet today in terms of showers and thunderstorms. Can't rule out a little pop-up, but the cap is holding strong. But it's going to be cloudy. It's going to be breezy, so looks are kind of deceiving this morning. It's actually going to be a warm breeze out of the southwest today, but it's going to get gusty at times up to about 25 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts possible today. But again, I think that most of us stay dry. Can't say as much for the rest of the week. Several chances for severe weather will build in starting tomorrow and taking us through the end of the week. It is the time of year, but we'll go over the variables and you'll know when to pay attention. That is what I can do for you this morning. State Line Group bringing you today's forecast. Kyle Best from over in Hume. 660-679-1103, doing his part to support live local weather coverage, and I appreciate that very much. Get on their Facebook page and check out photos of all the things that they can do for you or your organization, all the equipment that they have, projects that they have done. Also, please keep them in mind, pass them along when you hear somebody interested in storm shelters. They do those as well. Awesome to have somebody local bringing you those products. So let's start with tomorrow because we're chill through today. Like I say, just breezy and warm. It's going to feel like it's going to thunderstorm, but I think most of us will not be seeing that today. Severe weather outlook for Tuesday, though. Here we go. This has not changed in 5 days. The 2 out of 5 slight risk area covering all of east central Kansas and west central Missouri. This is covering Tuesday afternoon over into the overnight. We'll put some timing on it here in a second. We're not completely out of the woods as far as tornado risk because we are talking about small, discrete cells, but that is not really what I'm seeing on data. You'll see it here in a second as well. I think those tornado probabilities are going to rise significantly off to our north, but it is not a zero chance, of course. I think severe wind and severe hail would be our much more likely risks. Wind and hail, especially when we're talking about those elevated storms. So that covers Tuesday. Wednesday, we have the same risk. This is a little bit more conditional. So this is Wednesday up in front of you right now. This is really conditional. We're going to have to see what happens after Tuesday night's showers and thunderstorms. Good chance, and I'll show you as much data as I have on that this morning, good chance that this Tuesday night stuff lingers. And we have another one of those setups where it's still raining in the morning, may be still raining mid-morning before that afternoon heating gets going. And if that happens, that lessens the threat for the afternoon, not making it zero. So that's a big conditional threat. I'm much more confident in Tuesday. Here, however, from the Storm Prediction Center, it's Friday. Just let that sink in for a minute. That yet another Friday night. We're talking about at least a 15% chance of a severe weather outlook. Long ways to go on that one, though. So bottom line is Tuesday, I'm super confident that we do see strong thunderstorms. Wednesday, we see thunderstorms, not sure how strong they'll be. And we also need to keep an eye on Friday as well. It's kind of the bottom line for today. But let's go ahead and look at a schedule for the time up next. I actually want to talk about tomorrow afternoon. So I'm starting here at about 4 p.m. because this is when I'm confident that conditions are going to change from what they are right now. So between 4 and 5 p.m., you guys can see here, I see those clustered cells pushing up out of the southwest. So this is model data for about 5 p.m. tomorrow afternoon that I should be able to look over here around Wichita and points to the east. And then look what happens. I'm just going to show you what data is suggesting this morning. This grows up into our area about 7 p.m. So we're going to be watching between 4 and 9, but I'm looking at about 7 p.m. here that I do see potentially some strong thunderstorms. These would be the variety that would bring us the potentially damaging hail and the strong winds. Absolutely, because you guys are seeing it here too. Can't rule out these smaller discrete cells that would do a spin-up tornado as well. So not a zero threat on that, but that looks to be the time frame, like I say, between about 4 and 9. So this is what I'm a little bit less certain about, but I'm glad actually to see data suggesting it this morning is that we may have continuing showers and thunderstorms. This goes up, this is about 10, 11 p.m. tomorrow night. So that's as far as this data is going to run for me, but I do see a couple more pushes of showers and thunderstorms behind the initial strong clusters that come in. So that's a good thing if that hangs out too much longer. Not for sure if it will, but that's kind of what I was talking about a minute ago in terms of that Wednesday setup. Again, just looking at the potential for Tuesday, if any of those storms do come through like we're predicting, I do see available energy being strong in this case. And so, putting good money on Tuesday for the strength of some of those thunderstorms, just looking at a few severe weather parameters. So looking over into Friday, just to kind of go ahead and put an outlook for people that pay attention to Fridays. Questionable setup at this point. I mean, this morning's data kind of makes it look like the majority of the convective activity is progged to be a little bit north of our area, but it's just too early to tell. Unfortunately, what I see is maybe some Friday morning just rain showers again, which are going to soak those dirt tracks one more time. So that's about all I'm willing to put much stock in for Friday. At this point, but we'll obviously keep an eye on that. Do see some shower and thunderstorm activity. Do see, early indication of possibly some strong storms that evening as well. Might they be a little off to the north of us? That's kind of what this morning's data is suggesting. So long ways to go on that. In the meantime, let's take a look at your 10-day temperature forecast. This is just temperatures. We've talked enough about the rain. So mid 80s today, upper 80s tomorrow, dropping back. A little cold front works through for Wednesday, 78. But look at this week. 80-degree daytime highs. So there's why we're keeping an eye. Obviously on Friday night, significant cold front. Looks like it might bring us a weekend in the 60s. Would Sunday morning really be upper 30s again around the region? Not out of the question. Been watching that for the last couple days or so. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, the days to pay attention this week. I will be watching here with you and keep you posted. Everybody have an awesome day. Catch you later.